Welcome back. The serious problem with starting diets, what lifestyle means. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. Two big questions I have for you today. What does the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? And how does your health support that? This is something I was talking about online a couple days ago, talking about starting diets versus changing your diet. All right. So there's this idea that you can start a new diet at the beginning of the year, January 1st. Click like if this is something you can relate to or something you're doing where it's just like you're starting fresh. This concept of a new beginning kind of thing. And it's good for a calendar year. It's cool to think about that. However, the thing about diets and exercise, you've been doing these things your entire life. Now, this might shift your blow your mind a little bit, but what I'm talking about is that when you were born, that was actually the beginning of your diet. A lot of people miss this and they get stuck thinking that taking on a diet or a new exercise plan are brand new comprehensive projects that they have never considered, like the depth of them or where they really start or the history of it, right? So you just think you're going to pick up on a certain day, say January 1st or a Monday or something, and then that is a new thing. It's like a new task on your to-do list, a new thing on your plate. And so when people approach it from that angle, they're more likely to get stuck if something comes up, if they're stressed out or tight on time, something like that, then you let those things go that you added on most recently or the things that seem least important, right? So in the typical mind frame, you haven't been dieting at all. Like, are you just doing whatever, living your life and all that? And then you add that on at the beginning of the year. So that's how most people think about it. However, what you want to do is consider that you have had a diet since you're born. Every day you are making food choices and activity choices that impact the rest of your health and your life and everything else that you do. That determines how much energy you have, the kind of confidence and sense of self-efficacy that you have, your self-esteem. Everything is related to these choices, and these choices are happening automatically. So this is a big point. Click like this makes sense because this is a big point to think of, that it's not just something you do temporarily. You health choices every day, every time you eat. Just by existing physically, that's like your activity level, even if you're not doing an actual activity, right? If I'm just sitting here all day, or if I'm on my couch on Instagram, that those are activities that I'm doing, things that will impact how much energy I have, how I'm feeling, my risk of chronic disease over time, whether I gain weight, whether I lose weight. All these things are elements of just living daily. So that's why in the bottom I have diet and exercise our life, because these are choices that you're always going to be making. So with that, it's not just something you start, it's something that you are making a conscious effort to change. And when you are conscious of what you were doing before, then you can be in best position to change sustainably, right? Creating a lifestyle. It's another thing people will say, it's not about being on a diet, right? I'll put a link to the video where it's not about diets don't work, but shifting your lifestyle. You want it to be a lifestyle choice. And when you're doing this lifestyle thing, it is you actually living your life with these choices in mind, right? They're going to be ongoing even after you consider them for as long as you live, right? So not just, until your diet's up or until whatever day you thought your diet might end, right? As long as you're living, you are going to be making food and activity choices with your body. So we shouldn't consider new changes a whole new, easily abandoned project like a diet, right? So just something to think about further in this blog post I wrote, that your body reflects the choices you have been making with it in your environment for years in terms of function, repair, and energy storage, right? So if you sit a lot, you're going to lose mobility, you're going to have back pain, knee pain, all that stuff. But if you are moving more often, then you're going to have better function with it. If you have a history of injuries or a cut or a scrape or a bang up here or there, right? Your body is going to reflect that in how it can function, how it repairs itself. Similarly, if you're taking in a lot more energy than you're using, right? So calories in, calories out. If you're eating a lot of high fat foods, a lot of calorie dense foods, and then you have minimal physical activity, then that's going to increase your energy storage. And that looks like fat. That's what fat is. It's energy storage in your cell, in adipose tissue. So when you think about those things from a very fundamental aspect that your body is reflecting the choices you've been making with it, that gives you the background to understand the choices that you can make coming up. And it's not just about making these changes or like starting something new, it's about making adjustments to what you were already doing in a sustainable lifestyle way. What happens, most people don't recognize how these choices are already impacting your health. They can be supporting your life or they can be harming your life. They can be neutral too, but generally speaking, you're going one way or the other in terms of what you're doing with your food habits and physical activity. All right. And so that's kind of the fundamentals of Fit for Freelance and how I do health coaching is one of my taglines, building adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching, right? And then how does your health support your life? When you are directed by a clear vision for what the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams looks like, then the changes that you make are going to be easier than maintaining your current habits, what you've been doing, the things that you perceive as normal. All right. So a lot of times people will get stuck because you think you're adding something, but it's more about just getting focused on like a vision, like what you truly want for yourself. What does a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? And then making more choices that fit inside of that. So you might think that's all the regular objectives that you have to do, checklist, your to-do list, all your, you know, I have to, I don't know, get these documents done, right? Or right, meet these deadlines. And those things do count towards that objective, but also your physical existence in terms of what you're eating, how you fuel your body so it works and exists, and then how you use it, right? If you're typing all day, that's an activity that can also impact your longevity, productivity, how you do those other things. All right. So it's not just about maintaining what you're doing, your health, in order to do the other things. It's about actually using your health actively to support the things that you want to do with your life. All right. So that vision is a big part. Your food and activity choices will play into that. More resistant to continue doing the things that got us into the situation that we've decided to change. So if you are focused correctly, if you are able to consider what I'm saying, because this is a complex idea, I'll probably get better at describing this as the days go on. But if you are noticing that you wanted to change something, right? If you were in December and you were thinking, man, this stomach's getting a little too big, or your doctor just told you, like, hey, you've got a risk of pre-diabetes, you need to start losing weight, or something happened, right? And you realize, like, okay, I need to start making some changes. I'm going to start eating healthier. I'm going to get more active, kind of thing. If you have the right mindset, the correct focus, the right vision, then it's going to be easier to do the things that build the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams versus continuing to do the habits that you were doing before you really considered this, before this conversation today, before you thought that you might need to make a change, right? It's like you were unconscious before, you were blind before, and now you see that your health is an integral part of everything you're trying to do. And it contributes mightily to the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. So that is kind of a rant that I've been thinking about. I'll develop a little bit more, so I'll make it more clear. But when you listen to what I'm saying on the channel, click subscribe, and when you think about it, the questions I'm asking: what does the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? And then how does your health support your life, the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams? The choices that you're making every day contribute. It's not just something to start, it's something to change and adapt and to let your health support your life. Okay. If you want more support on that, I have the full plate sessions. It's a good way to help you confidently navigate healthy eating without all or nothing crash diets. That's linked below on the description in YouTube. And then next, you can watch 3 reasons why you can't stick to your diet for entrepreneurs. I'll put that video right here. So that's today's message. It's a serious problem with starting a diet. It's really like you're adjusting it. Long-term health habits makes it the lifestyle. As always, keep practicing. Peace.